And today, our focus is specifically on Group 152. The results threw up some interesting points about, how legendary status stacks up against maybe more unexpected contenders.
Exactly. So this group had the Bloodhound gang with Use Your Fingers, Stereophonics Language, Sex Violence Other, Therapy's Troublegum, and Every Breath You Take, the singles by the Police.
Okay, right there. The Police singles collection. It took the top spot. Now, you have to ask, is that fundamentally fair? Pitting a greatest hits against proper studio albums.
That's a really good point, and yeah, it's debatable. But the source material makes a strong case for why it won here. It wasn't just the hits themselves, it was the sheer quality, the consistency,
Right.
Sting's voice, those arrangements. The author specifically mentions the sumptuous, brooding tone of every little thing she does is magic. It's more than just a collection of songs.
Yeah, that makes sense. It holds together. I did like the author's little aside about viewing Walking on the Moon as like Sting being a pop astronaut.
Yeah.
But the real anchor, according to the source, the thing that makes it work as an album, even though it's singles, it's Stuart Copeland, isn't it?
Absolutely nailed it. Copeland's drumming is highlighted as giving it that depth, that rhythmic backbone needed to stand up against repeated listens in this kind of contest. Think about Message in Bottle. Those super fast fills in the interlude. That's pure skill, It elevates the whole thing. So, number one, pretty secure.
Okay, so Police at number one, maybe not a huge shock given the quality, but the real story, it seems, was the fight for second place.
Oh, definitely. This is where it got interesting. Therapy's Troublegum versus Stereophonics.
And Therapy surprised the author, right?
Yeah.
They went in with a certain expectation.
Completely. They were apparently bracing for something like Slayer-esque thrash. Pure metal.
Wow. Thank you.
But instead, they found what they called subtle class, almost edging into classic rock. And that mix of sounds, well, that seemed to be key.
How so?
Well, they mentioned Therapy sounding a bit like Depeche Mode on one track, Unbeliever, and then they covered Joy Division's Isolation, that kind of unexpected range.
Right, that variety pays off in a ranking scenario like this.
Exactly. Tracks like Trigger Inside, Brain Sauce, Screamager apparently sealed the deal for second place.
Which meant Stereophonics ended up third. Now, they were described as OEC, traditional rock, good driving music. But Stereophonics were huge back then. Why didn't that familiar sound win out?
Well, the author felt it was just a bit too predictable. Formulaic and generic was the phrase used, I think. Good, but maybe not distinctive enough when put side by side with the sort of surprising turns on the Therapy album. In this kind of intense comparison, nuance matters.
Makes sense. Familiarity maybe wasn't enough. Okay, so that leaves fourth place. The Bloodhound gang, Use Your Fingers.
Yeah, and another case of expectations versus reality. The author knew the Ballad of Chasey Lane, maybe expected more straight-up rock.
Apparently so. But this album was different.
Wildly different. The description is just chaotic.
Right.
Punk, rap, hip-hop, kind of pop, rock, and then comedy skits thrown in every couple of songs.
Like a mixtape gone mad.
Pretty much. The author was pulling comparisons from all over the place. Beastie Boys, House of Pain, Criss Cross, even Five.
Wow, okay. And there was that interesting little note, wasn't there, about Eminem?
Yeah, a provocative thought. The author apparently couldn't help wondering if maybe Eminem, who's coming up around then, might have stolen some of their skit ideas.
Huh. Interesting thought. But ultimately, the album itself.
Ranked substandard. Just didn't hold up in the comparison. Too chaotic, maybe not enough substance beneath the style. Didn't advance.
For the final verdict for Group 152, the Police and Therapy move on.
Right. And it kind of nicely shows how that established, almost undeniable genius of the Police can coexist with the surprising depth and complexity of a band like Therapy, while the more straightforward rock and the chaos fell behind.
So, reflecting on this whole process, this World Cup style, listening to 4 albums over and over in a short period to rank them, it's intense.
It really is. A lot of effort involved.
Which leads to a final thought for you, the listener. How might that sheer effort, that repetition required by this album quest, actually change the author's relationship with the albums that didn't make it? Like, will they ever put on that Stereophonics album again? Or will the memory of having to rank it just put them off, something to mull over?